It's gonna happen. Just you watch.
Like the morning sun inviting the dawn to break. Beautiful. Like the joy that comes.
Hello everyone. Happy December 1st. We're getting so close to all the fun holidays. I personally love Christmas and New Year's, and I have only 18 days until I fly off to Florida, and I'm getting really excited. I'm sorry that I didn't make a video yesterday for my weigh-in. However, I've got some really good news. I weighed in at a really great weight this week. I lost 1.8 pounds this week. I am down to 197.2. Yay! I'm feeling really good about that. It's actually like the first significant loss that I've had in a couple weeks. And I have to say, the crazy thing is, I really didn't calorie count a whole lot this week. I was kind of trying to follow Janine Roth's guidelines about, you know, eating when you're hungry and stopping when you're satisfied and being in communication with your body while you're eating something. So I tried to do that this week, and I did calorie count a little bit. I was kind of just keeping a mental, like, little tracker of everything I was eating, and it turned out to be really great. For the past few weeks, you guys know that I've been really trying to get over this obsession that I have with food. You know, I shared with you guys that a few months ago, I'd wake up in the morning and the only reason I would get out of bed was to get a bagel at my work, which is just nuts. And I'm sure that a lot of you guys can relate to that. You know, food and treating yourself and all of that is just kind of part of the food addiction. So obviously I'm not over it completely yet. And I'm not ever sure that I will be completely over it. I have to say, this week in my mind, my life didn't revolve around food. It didn't even revolve around my hunger. You know, when people tell me, oh, I just got so busy that I had no time to eat, or I haven't eaten all day, oh my gosh, it's because I've been so busy. I've just never been able to understand that personally, because I always have made time for food in my life. Well, it just makes me kind of put it in perspective when I think about that kind of stuff, because I've always made time for food. Even if I have 10 minutes and I'm starving and I'm running between my two jobs, I will still, you know, I would be late to work as long as I could have food. Like, it's just, I don't know, it's always been that kind of thing with me. And like with Ren, he'll go all day without eating and he'll say, oh, I just was so busy, I didn't even think about food. And I'm like, are you kidding me? Let's see, my bangs are doing something weird. They were doing something really weird. They were doing something really weird. So today was a really good day. I slept in. Like, pretty much the second I woke up, Ren was already doing his thing on his computer, and so I had a mission today to tackle 2 giant mounds of laundry. Ren and I were kind of starting to collect a whole lot of laundry in our bins, mainly because we just did not have any time to do laundry in the past few weeks. And we were starting to joke around about it and call it Mount Everest, because it was really that bad, you guys. It was really bad. However, I got it all done. I don't, you know, some of you guys may be lucky enough to have a washer and dryer in your actual apartment or in your house somewhere. It's not the case here in San Francisco. It was a rude awakening for me, because coming from Florida, I had my own washer and dryer in our apartment unit when we lived in Boynton Beach, and then my parents had one in their house, so it was just so convenient. And moving here, you just don't have that kind of luxury. Literally, I ended up spending all day long from about noon to 5:30, maybe 6 o'clock on laundry. And so I feel really good about that. And then afterward, I was kind of feeling like I wanted ice cream. Like, I've been kind of feeling like I want ice cream the past few days, but I haven't like given into it or anything. I just, honestly, it's funny. At one point in my life, it would be like, oh, I really want ice cream, and then I would do anything to get it. And now at this point, I'm like, oh, I really want some ice cream. And then the thought comes and goes. It doesn't stay with me until I actually have it. I mean, the past few days I've been thinking about getting ice cream a whole lot, and then my mind initially goes straight to, well, no ice cream, you can have frozen yogurt. And I like frozen yogurt just as much as I do like hardcore ice cream. I personally don't really like the hard ice cream. I really like soft serve ice cream, so frozen yogurt pretty much tastes exactly the same way to me. And so from like 1 o'clock in the afternoon today, I was like, oh, I really want to go get Pinkberry because we have a new one in San Francisco. Pinkberry was always located down in Southern California, and so when the new one opened up a few months ago, I was like, oh my god, Pinkberry, I'm so excited. And we hadn't gone yet at all, and it's been open for a while now, probably since August. And so I decided that I really wanted to get frozen yogurt today, and it would be a good little break because Ren has been working on his computer all day, and I had been doing laundry indoors all day, so neither of us had been outside at all, and it was just an absolutely gorgeous day. Well, I finished all the laundry at like 6 o'clock, and we realized that it was like really raining again. It's been raining on and off for the past like 4 or 5 days. We debated for a few minutes whether it was worth it or not, and we're kind of like, do we want to go out in the rain? Do we want to go get all soaking wet just for frozen yogurt? And then I came to the realization that yes, I wanted to go get it. And Ren is the sweetest thing in the world, and he didn't mind at all. So we got our rain boots on, and we got our raincoats on, and our umbrellas, and we walked. It was only about 15 minutes. Like, we live really close to downtown, so we walked through Union Square and we saw the Christmas tree all lit up, and we looked at the Macy's storefront for a little while because they just have the most beautiful storefront right now. They have these giant wreaths in every single window, and the wreaths are all lit up, and it's just so magical this time of year. I love living in the city at this time of year. So anyway, we walked over to get Pinkberry, and it was delicious. I had the chocolate hazelnut frozen yogurt, and then I was kind of bad. I got strawberries on it and then little brownie bites. They were really good. Ren can even vouch for me with that. They were so good. And I did share it with him. He got the plain original tart frozen yogurt flavor with raspberries and chocolate shavings. Was that it?
Raspberries, chocolate shavings, and like Oreo.
Oreo, that's what else he had. Oreos, yeah. So I didn't try any of his. I'm not a huge fan of the original flavor frozen yogurt, but the chocolate hazelnut one was really good. And it's really low calorie too. I mean, I'm sure with the brownie bites on it, I mean, it's not like they gave you a whole brownie. They only gave you like little tiny chunks, and it was just like a little serving of it. So it was probably 50 more calories with those little brownie chunks on it. I mean, not that much. Anyway, so my hair is still kind of drying from being outside. Well, I thought that I would read Food for Thought because it's been a little while since I've done that. Since today marks the first day of December, I thought, what a better way to begin. December 1st, emotional distress. In the past, we translated emotional distress into physical hunger. Physical hunger was something we could deal with when emotional pain was too much for us. The reason our hunger was not satisfied by any amount of food was that the hunger was really distressed emotions. If as children we were unable to recognize and express our distress, we buried it. As adults, we may still have ignored painful feelings and tried to make them go away with quantities of food and drink. Eventually, we became so dishonest with ourselves that we did not know what it was we really felt. We may have pretended for so long that everything was fine that we believed it. The telltale sign that all was not fine was our compulsive overeating behavior. When we abstain, we sometimes fear that we will be overwhelmed with the emotional pain that is no longer buried with food. Once we can communicate with those painful feelings, we find that we are able to survive them and learn from them. I really enjoyed that meditation, and I hope that you really enjoyed it too. I feel like it has a lot of truth in it. You know, that's something that I've been working through in therapy pretty much the past 6 months or so. I was really trying to figure out what the name of my hunger is. It's from that story, Eating in the Light of the Moon, you know, the story about the ungali tree with all of the animals that have to go and find the tree's name. I decided back a few months ago that my hunger is called worthy. It's feeling worthy. It's feeling like I am worthy to have happiness and to feel the things I feel, and worthy of a voice. Like, I feel like that is the perfect word for me, is worth and feeling worthy. So if you guys hear me say that a little bit, like I'm beautiful and I'm worthy, that's the meditation. Those are the specific words that I use in my meditation to solidify the idea in my head that I am worthy and that I am beautiful no matter what size. So maybe you guys can try to find what your hunger's name is. It's really hard to contact those painful feelings, those painful memories, and but I have to say that the meditation is spot on when it says that if we ignore our emotional pain, then we as compulsive overeaters will turn to food. The reason we are compulsive overeaters is because we are not in tune with our bodies. We are not in tune with our emotions. And if we could just stop and really communicate with ourselves before a binge, I know that's really hard to do that because you kind of just zone out. If we can communicate with ourselves on a really deep level, then there are ways that we can get over this. I know that we can. I'm on my way. And I hope that you are too. Anyway, so today's the 1st of December, and like I said before, I have 18 more days before I go back home to Florida. I can barely believe it, you guys. I can't even imagine where all of this time went. So officially, I've lost 12.8 pounds since the beginning of my journey. I know that is a very, very slow weight loss if you really think about it. I think I began back in like September, you know, it's not very much. However, I'm not really in that much of a hurry to lose weight this time around. I'm just doing what kind of feels right. I'm eating what I want still within moderation. That means I have 7.2 pounds left to go until I reach my 20-pound goal before Christmas. So I kind of hope that I can get there before the 18th, but I kind of don't feel like that's possible. I mean, let's see. That means I have to lose 2.8 pounds a week. I don't think that's going to happen, you guys. Not going to happen. But I'm still going to try. I'm still going to give it my best effort. I probably won't lose that by the time I end up going home. I'm going to try. But you guys, it's not like I'm going to fall off the face of the planet when I go home, because I'm going to be bringing my computer. I'm going to still have communication with you guys. So I'll just be back in my home in Florida doing my vlogs and stuff. Anyway, I hope that you guys are all having a great day. I'm just having a relaxing day. I'm going to make some dinner and kind of curl up on the couch, and I do have to do some homework tonight. So anyway, thank you so much for watching. Thank you for taking some time out of your day to spend it with me, and I will see you probably tomorrow for a little update. I want to do a little exercise tomorrow, so maybe I'll talk about that. Alright guys, hope you have a great night. Bye!
She is unstoppable.